A droll merchant named Merlinus now joins Elowood's group. With Merlinus in tow, they set out for Laos the following day. Laos is located in the heart of Lycia, a territory ruled by the power-hungry Marquis of Laos, Lord Darren. Preparations for the war of which the Foray magistrate spoke, the disappearance of Lord Elowood's father, Albert, the death of Marquis Santaruz. Do these all revolve around Lord Darren? In Elowood's heart, the need for truth is drowned in fear. A fear of what that truth may hold. I can't read. Are you certain? Foray's heir is here? Yes, Father. We've just received word from our lookouts. He's still beyond that hill, but he'll be here before long. Lord Ephidel, what is the meaning of this? Perhaps when they reached Santaruz's castle, Lord Hellman was still clinging to life. You can't be serious! He couldn't have lasted too long, but maybe he told them something. That's terrible! Our plan, it's all for naught, isn't it? No need to be so alarmed, my lord. Even if he told young Elowood something of our schemes, Foray no longer has any power. All Elowood could do is perhaps inform Marquis Ostia. Ostia? That'd be ruinous! Lord Uther may be young and new to the throne, but he's dangerous. That addle-pated Hellman, he was a coward to the end. To betray us now when we're so close. We'll need a little more time to complete our plans for rebellion. Then before Marquis Ostia becomes aware of any of this, you would do well to stop them here. Yes, you're right, of course. We do have a chance. They have to pass through Laos to get to Ostia. We can still silence them. They must not pass, no matter the cost. Let us make haste. Call up our finest troops. Father, please let me take the command. Eric, tell me, son, can you succeed? That Claude Elowood studied together in Ostia. He's a trusting fool. If he sees me, he'll lower his guard. And when he does, we strike. I see. I beg your pardon. Is this not too much for him? If, by strange chance, he fell, things could turn for the worse. No. I know I'm the lad's father, but Eric's quite clever, I tell you. Snuffing Furry's whelp will be no trouble at all. It's settled. It's up to you now, Eric. Bring me the head of Foray's darling son. Yes, Father, I will not fail you. Look around. They truly are preparing for battle. Bah! Marquis Laos! What is he scheming? You don't much look like you want to go to the castle. If we go and learn the truth, we may have to go to war. That's fine with me. I have no love for war. If I concentrate on the foe before me, I'm fine. But if I picture families, innocents caught up in our foolish politics, if I imagine them, all I can do is pray for a way to solve things peacefully. Elowood. Lord Elowood, a knight has ridden forth from the castle. A lone knight? Yes, my lord. Our scouts say it's Marquis Lao's son, Eric. He's asking to see you. Eric? Gah, why did it have to be that buffoon? I will see him. Bring him here. I'm leaving. I could never abide him. I'll go for a ride and survey our surroundings. Hello, it's been a long time, Elowood. Eric, what is your business? My business? What do you mean? I heard my old friend was here in Laos. I merely thought I'd ride out to greet you. So tell me, friend, what brings you to Laos? Are you on your way to Ostia? Why would you think that? Well, you were always such good friends with Hector. He and I never got along very well. For a noble, his behavior was crude, and his manner of speech. You would have thought him a peasant at first glance. You're still friends with Hector, aren't you? When did you see him last? How do you communicate? Eric, you're after something. What is it? Pardon? Everywhere I look, Laos prepares for battle. What are you and your father planning? I will know the truth. I'd hoped to wait until you told me of Ostia. of whether you'd spoken with the Marquis or not. What are you talking about? Elwood, I've always despised you. How I've longed to smash you and your pathetic morality into pieces. I've dreamed of this day, and here it is at last! Too bad you'll not live to see the end of it. Hector! Hector! You couldn't have you spoken with Ostia already? Maybe we have, maybe we haven't. Elwood, this mongrel has troops lying in ambush all around us. Us regulars, everyone, we're in for a rough time. There's little point in fighting. You're trapped. My forces will overwhelm you. An unending torrent of soldiers. Laos's elite knights are at the ready as well. How long do you think you can survive? Craven cur! A world of trouble you landed yourself in, yes? You startled me, old woman. You should get out of here. This is going to be a bad place if you plan on living. I want to see the one searching for his father, Marquis Ferre's son. Listen up, old woman. You're close to death as it is. Quit your yammering and move on. Hector, you should mind your manners. I'm Elwood. May I ask your name, milady? What a polite young man. I'm Hannah, a fortune teller. I came here to help you. Can you tell me where my father's gone? No, but I can see other things, useful things. I can tell you what weapons to take into battle, as well as who should wield them, things of that nature. I see. Don't tell me you believe any of this. I have no reason to believe or disbelieve in Hannah's powers, but I'll not rule out anything if it helps me find my father. Lord Elwood, Lord Hector! I make my living as a humble merchant. If you have any items you no longer need, please let poor Merlinus help them. Take them. I'm here too. Speak to me for auguries before you engage the enemy. My services are not free, but they may save you from paying a greater price. Alright, so now we have a merchant, and we can give him all sorts of things so we don't have to hold everything. It's amazing. And we also now have the prep screen, although I can't remember actually if we had that before when we were playing as Elwood. But I'm going to do some things, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm actually going to give Elwood all 3 of these, just because I don't want him to die, and he's a lot more frail than Hector is. So 2 strength, 2 skill, and 2 defense. Alright, so this is what my units are looking like now. I gave Elwood those stat boosting items as you saw. I also put away a couple items that I don't need. I gave Matthew another sword. Gave Sarah her healing staffs. And just pretty much generally just thinned out my inventories. I'm going to give Guy a sword at some point, like a regular one that's not the killing edge. But here, let's also get our fortune told. I don't know. You're doing well. This is the ratings. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna get a augury. So you seek insight into your next battle. Will you pay my price? Yeah, I will pay it. Many of your foe will be carrying spears. You should take axes. Yes, many axes. Oh, and if that shrewdest cleric girl is with you, take her as well. She might well meet an old friend. The weather, though, it doesn't look very good. Okay, so pretty much just bring axe users, which we are. We have everyone, and we need Sarah because she's gonna meet an old friend. Otherwise, I guess that means we'll be using Hector a lot, so that's good. I'm just gonna make a quick save here. Alright, I probably shouldn't have saved on that file, but screw it! Lord Elwood, shall I join you? If you deploy my tent, I can help with equipment. I can switch items for you and hold them if your packs are full. However, my tent cannot be moved about, so if you deploy it, it will require a guard. I beg your understanding. Alright. If you deploy the tent, any items you cannot carry can be sent to the tent. However, the tent is vulnerable to enemy attack. If the tent loses all its HP, it will vanish from the map and remain unavailable until the next map. Merlin's tent gains 1 level for every battle it survives. The tent will be harder to destroy as it increases in level. I'm gonna deploy him. Mainly because I honestly don't think there really is that big of a drawback. Maybe many of them, but the numbers are meaningless. We are Knights of Foray. These mice of Laos will never defeat us. Well, I'm not gonna put Marcus out front. We certainly could stand some assistance. I'm sorry, but it's just not possible. If we disobey Marquis Laos, who knows what might happen to us? I understand. We'll seek our aid elsewhere. You'll find the same answer everywhere you go. Eventually, you'll have to do as the Marquis orders. You would do well to tell your employer the same thing. Good day to you. So, yeah, that's the old friend. So, I'm actually just gonna keep Marcus over here, even though he just said he wanted to be up front. Alright, so they weren't kidding. Like, all of these guys use lances. So, we're gonna want to pretty much use our axe users. In my opinion, I like to do it where I whittle them down using axe users, and then finish them off using other units. I probably should have messed around with my actual formation, but whatever. Alright, Guy. Honestly, I could probably kill this guy. No, okay. Alright, then instead we'll have Oswin do it. But I'm just gonna keep Marcus right here so we can protect Merlinus. And otherwise, send Hector up there. Send Lowen down this way. And I'll even bring Elowood with him. And Bartrey can probably just kind of start working on killing that guy. Sarah, I'm gonna move over here. And hopefully Matthew. Actually, honestly, Matthew, there's no real drawback to doing this besides from needing to heal. But free experience is free experience. Yeah, you can't do anything too dangerous. We'll bring Rebecca up here. Get rid of that one. Alright. And now Matthew gets the kill. There we go. So, we want to work towards that town, and there's also that town that was just visible at the bottom there for a second. Please don't kill her. I didn't realize that she was in range. Wow, Lowen. Holy crap. Alright. Fortunately, Rebecca can still kind of mess these guys up. Hey, it's Urk. There we go. Priscilla, has your escort returned yet? No. He left yesterday in search of a way out of here. I just hope the soldiers of Laos haven't captured him. His search for help must have been fruitless. Marquis Laos has ordered that no aid will be given to you. There's really nothing that any of us can do. I apologize, but no, you could turn me over to the Marquis, and yet you continue to grant me asylum. I'm grateful for that. Of course, if I simply went over to the castle, this would all be over. Don't fret over that. None of us are overly fond of the Marquis. He's always threatening us, and he treats us like slaves. All of these war preparations, we want nothing to do with them. We may be divided into territories, but we're Lycians, one and all. We may be invaded by another country one day, but why does he want to start a war here at home? None of us understand what he's doing. So we want to head down there. And if you remember, Urk was an escort for Sarah. So it's a good chance that he's the escort down here as well. So, we want to deal with this cavalry, pretty much. I'm just going to kind of
Lowen can probably just ride in here and mess these guys up pretty well. I do think that there was a pretty dangerous enemy that showed up at one point when I played this battle before. I can't remember why, though. So I'm actually just going to equip the rapier. Iron axe. No. Okay. Never mind. Let's use the hand axe. And then Hector can finish it off. Alright, and now these guys aren't really doing a whole lot, so let's just bring them over. Actually, Guy doesn't need the healing. Well, he does, but I'm just going to use a Vulnerary rather than having Sarah do it so she can get over to Urk a bit faster. I guess I'll have Dorcas visit these houses while he's over here. I guess actually, no, Marcus can do it. I'll just turn Dorcas around. Listen to this. Have you heard tell of the Marquis's infatuation? There's a young woman staying in a village at the harbor. Her speech, her looks, everything about her has the seeming of a princess. The Marquis's attentions border on obsession. He sent countless envoys to invite her to the castle, but she rejects him at every turn. Now the Marquis has guards around the villages keeping her trapped. She has no way to escape. It's so sad. Alright. Alright. There's an almost level up. Alright. We really gotta try and save Urk because he will not last too long. There's a level up for Elwood. Strength. Ooh. I would have liked some defense, but otherwise, ow! I should have seen that coming. Eh? What's all this? Looks like a war's broken out. Haha! Perfect time for a raid. Up and at 'em, mates! That village is ripe for plunder. Alright, so now we're gonna break south with Lowen. And, alright. You should probably talk. Oh my gosh, sir! It's been so long! What are you doing here? Oh, Sarah, you're the last person I wanted to see. Aw, that's so sweet. You wanted to see me again. Hey, I know, this is perfect. Come with us and lend a hand, Urk. I beg your pardon. Come on, I'll even introduce you to Lords Hector and Elwood. I know you're probably just wandering about without work. No, Sarah, I'm afraid I'm gainfully employed. However, if you're fighting Laos, this might work out after all. What are you babbling about? Make up your mind, will you? My employer is hiding in a village south of here. If you help me protect her, I'll join up with you. Alright, so we have Urk back, and he has a thunder spell. I'll just kind of flash Urk's bio on the screen again. Mainly because we already have him, and I kind of wish I did that for Dorcas. Alright, so now I'm actually going to have Hector go over this way and use Wolfbale. And I'll have Elwood come up here for some healing. Bartry can stay there because he also needs healing. We'll just kind of send our guys out and have them all kind of rendezvous up here. Dorcas should probably come over in this direction. Marcus can, because of this. Pirates from that citadel to the south keep raiding a nearby village. The Marquis ignores our pleas for help. We'll all be overrun someday. Someone should go to that village and warn them. Well, that's what we're doing. It's not going to be Marcus. Okay. Actually, I think Archer is the only one that hasn't moved. Anyway, that's a pirate class. They're pretty neat. Oh god, what have I done? Whoops!
Oh god. Laos is the true throne of Lycia. Taste my lance. Oh, good god. Urk is dead. Because he was a moron.